Ethnography has come to be a kind of research method, qualitative research that has to do with just writing about groups of people.
I would like to pair up, there's 4 people here, I'd like to pair you up with one of my students.
In my class, what we're working on is how do we sort of go into communities and write about groups of people. How do we write about them in ways that help to sort of tell their story? A lot of what we do over the course of the semester has to do with thinking and talking about ethics and ethical practice in writing about other people. We're trying to forge relationships and make the people that we work with our partners, our collaborators in whatever it is that we create.
We do a lot of outreach with the community, and we are right in the center of Minneapolis.
So you said that you try to be an optimist. How do you stay optimistic? What keeps you going?
Definitely take the work that they did and take that back and try and incorporate it into how we conduct our outreach.
And St. Thomas allowed those stories to be listened to, captured, and be able to be framed in a way that will be delivered to policymakers, other community members, funders.
Look at how good this looks.
When I first met Patsy, I was excited, but also kind of hesitant because she's a very strong-willed woman. So we started talking, and she basically shared her entire life story with me.
There's been this sort of added dimension to the class in terms of learning about how sustainability, how urban agriculture, how this stuff can work in a community and what it can bring to that community that I just couldn't have done.
They're working on these projects, applying what they're learning in their course for change that will happen, that will contribute to the quality of life in the Twin Cities.
This is my gym, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you know, I don't go to the gym. I hate the gym.
You can tell that this is something that was a calling for her. But it's cool because she doesn't get paid to do it.
I'm really interested in trying to figure out how we're going to preserve the world, you know, how we're going to have a space for people to work and live and eat.
So she's really promoting clean eating that comes from the ground.
This puts them into contact with groups that they may never have ever thought about.
I was like, what is composting, you know? And then we had this hour-and-a-half long conversation about what it was and how it is different from the large scale and the small scale, how the small scale really makes a huge impact in places like North Minneapolis.
Yeah. It's not been anything that we expected. I don't know what we expected exactly. I don't know if we expected to go and have people just talk about seed germination and, you know, fertilizing or something like that, but they've been talking about so much more than that.
So I think there's a lot of those multiple benefits about building community health and wealth, addressing community issues and problems, connecting people to soil, and building a resilient economy that supports rural and metro area residents around a food system that works for everybody.
I've never done any kind of community-based work in the classroom at all. It's really exceeded my expectations.
I think that everybody has a place in the process. If we really want to save the planet, we all have to figure out something we can do. Right. And to me, this is something I can do, something I can do every day.
I want to help Patsy do all of the things that I've learned about. I don't want to just write about it.